It's your boy Jay Hardcore Boxing News, back at you with what's happening in the world of boxing today. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. If you hear the sound of my voice right now, that's letting me know that your good morning has started because God is giving you another opportunity to be great, another opportunity to get it right, another opportunity not to procrastinate, another opportunity to ask for forgiveness, another opportunity to forgive someone. Just a bunch of opportunities, man, just to get it right one more again, man. God has spared you, giving you mercy, allow you to get it right today. And I thank God that I am in the number. I thank God that I am in the number. But I tell you what, let's find out who's in the building already. First person in the building, as usual, is Mike Rim. That's him. He said, "Good morning, everybody. I got Haney if he boxes." Then we got my guy, Lonnie Lee, JBT. What's up, Lonnie? Well, I tell you, boy, our boy got us on a hiatus right now, man. I hope everything is okay. Hopefully, we hear from him, man. I hope everything is okay, man. It's been about 2 weeks now. He said, "Good morning, Jay, in the hangout." Next, we got All Things. What's up, All Things? Always good to see you, my brother. He said, "Peace and blessings, hardcore boxing. Family, jab the like button. Factamundo, jab that like button." My brother from another mother, Tim Layton's in the building. Hashtag JBT. What up, my guysy? What's up with you? Good to see you. Tampa Tommy in the building, y'all. Real prison talk with Tampa Tommy, man. What's going on? He said, "Good morning, peoples." Dark and lovely in the house. Melon Queen 27. Good morning, Jay and the Hangout fam. Happy Juneteenth and it's hump day. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to you, Queen. How you feeling today? Big Dre, what's up, Big Dre? You still on that road trip today? I know that's right. Yes, indeedy. Right now, we're going to pray for travel mercy for Big Dre. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for another day, Lord. We pray that you forgive us of all our sins, that you have mercy on our life. And right now, Father, we pray that you encamp your heavenly angels around Big Dre vessel, dear Heavenly Father, and that you get him to and fro to where he's going, dear Heavenly Father, and that he get there safe. And even the people around him in the other vehicles, Father, I pray for safe passage for them as well. We ask you this and we believe it in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. So let it be written. So let it be done. All righty. We got BNN Boxing News in the building. The hardest working man in America. He said one of the best fighters in the world is back. Devin, welcome back, youngin. He had to be cheated to be defeated. I did not know that being in boxing news was a comedian too. Man, you just got too many talents, my brother. Way too many talents, I tell you. Hori Fanks in the building. What's up, Hori? Always a pleasure to see the brethren. Hashtag JBT. He says salute to the family. Boss Dog in the building. What's up, Boss Dog? Good to see you back in the building. Who else? Who else up in cheer this morning? All right. That's everybody. And I salute to the mighty warriors. You know who you are. The ones that like to watch. Salute to the mighty warriors, man. All my peekaboo shorties in the building, man. Yes, indeed. Always a pleasure. Make sure y'all smash that appreciation button as you enter into the door. We got Mike Mazik in the house. What's up, Mike? He says salute hardcore in chat. Salute back at you, my guy. And we got Boxing Dad. Yes, indeed. The dad of the future champion of the world, man. I told Damari this weekend when I was in Vegas, I said, you're going to be champion of the world one day, man. I know it for sure, man. So I just can't wait till that prophecy happens, Boxing Dad. But I know it's going to happen. Yes, indeed. And I already know you're a proud papa already, but you're gonna be even prouder to have a champ of the world, man. But shout out to everybody, man, for sure. Let me grab my coffee right now. Righty, got my coffee. Yeah, 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 yeah. Uh-oh, look who in the building. Big old shawty in the building. BBO Box and what it do. The Asiatic black man is in the house. Salute to the hardcore family. Shout out to the JBT network. Shout out to you, BBO. What you got going on this morning? Biggie Smalls. What it do, man? It's all love, all goodness, man. Good to be back in the building, man. Good to just get that another chance, you know what I mean, that God has bestowed on me. But y'all see the topic in the title today. The Bob father wins the purse bid for Haney versus Martin. But will Haney take the fight? Is the question. Maybe Kimmy Clark might know. Kimmy, will he take the fight? I need to know. Kimmy Clark is in the building. She said, "What's up, J Hardcore? Peace and blessings. What's up to you, little sis? Good to see you. Good to see you." All right, I see my guy Rapper Stone come straight in the building bearing gifts with a little super sticker. Appreciate that, Rapper Stone, starting it out right. That's what I'm talking about, brother. Appreciate it, man. Yes, indeed. I appreciate that. That five piece from Rapper Stone. Always a pleasure to see you, my guy. Without a doubt, man. BBO Box and say, I'm trying to stop cleaning them $10 house. The hell you talking about, youngster? Yes, indeed, man. So yeah, Devin and his daddy was pretty vocal yesterday. You dig? They had a few things that they talked about. You dig? And yeah, and I thought they were very, very, very interesting things that they said yesterday. Because none of it seems like they're ready to do any fighting right now. You dig? That's just the understanding I got from it. I could be wrong, and it won't be the first time that I've been wrong. I've been wrong many a times, Craig. Yes, indeed. And we'll be wrong many more times. Yes, indeed. At least I know it. You know, I know some people, man, that don't believe they are wrong. They ever wrong. Them the people I stay away from, man. They believe they can't never be wrong. I stay away from them folks for sure. Yes, indeed. All righty. I'm loading up some stuff real quick. Bear with me for 1 second. 1 second. All right. Last one. Okay. All righty. Got some more people. Let me see who else is talking right now. Rapper Stone said, Tank, Duck, Shakur. Now back to my normal self. Okay. Say, why doesn't Tank want to be undisputed? This Loma talk is a duck move. I thought don't Loma got a belt? I think Loma got a belt, if I'm not mistaken. So if they do fight, that would be for unification. You did. And really, is there any money right now into Tank versus Devin? Because the understanding I got, they just had a purse bid for Devin and Martin, and the only person bidded on the fight was Bob Arum. And Bob Arum never win any purses. But the only reason he won this purse because he was by himself. He said Tio took his belt. Nah, I think Loma got a belt now. I could be wrong. But don't Loma got a belt right now in 135, y'all? I believe he got a belt right now, if I'm not mistaken. He has the is it that does he said don't trip. Tank getting in the ring with your boy. And please believe we're gonna see if Tank really not like that, as y'all seem to think. It's okay. He got a right to think the way he wants. But Loma has the IBF. Thank you, William Old School. So I thought he had a belt. So if Tank and Loma fight, this would be a unification fight. Rapper Stone. It would be a unification fight. So I think that is towards closer towards undisputed. Guess I ain't the only one wrong today, huh, Rapper Stone? He said Frank's supposed to be either Cruz or Shakur. Let me tell you something. Ain't nobody at 135 can beat Tank, man. That's how I feel about it. But we will see. He got 7-fight deal, Jack. One down. One down. But let's get back to conversation, man. Let me see something. Now, if I'm not mistaken, what this say right here? Yeah, it look like All Things Boxing got it right here. What it say? What it say? What it say? What it say? Let me see. Let me see. I'll make sure I can read it. It say, I'm gonna take some time, spend some of my money, travel the world, and I'll be back in 2 years after Ryan's suspension, and we can fight again. That doesn't sound like somebody that's ready to fight for fight their mandatory. I could be wrong. That just don't sound like. He said he'd be back in 2 years. He would go spend some of his money. That's what it says. But hey, what else? What else was said? Let's find out, man. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Because I think his daddy said something too, man. What does daddy say? Nah, that ain't it. Mike Copper said Bill Haney tells ESPN he's not taking part in any negotiations for any fights until Garcia doping case is adjudicated and Haney record is accordingly adjusted. Okay. All righty. Now check this out right here. Now Haney's Bob Arum won the purse bid for $2.4 million. So they said that Haney will get 1.5 for his title defense, and Sandor, the Spaniard, would get $653,400. Now, what type of split you think Devin will take from Tank? Because if your last purse is 1.5, why should I give you a whole bunch of millions? It's like chutes and ladders, man. When you lose, you got to go back down the ladder, man. Your pay scale drops. It ain't the same no more, man. And do you really think Devin's gonna fight Sandor Martin for 1.5 million after that big purse he just got with Ryan. And the only other big purse that he could get again is fighting Ryan again for a rematch. But yet he says that they're not going to fight. Well, his daddy said they ain't going to fight until Ryan is got penalized and Devin will get be back undefeated again. I don't think either one of those things are going to happen. I think Ryan's going to get a smack on the wrist, maybe 3 months, and I don't think that they're going to take away his win. That's just how I feel about it. I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. And you know what they say about opinions. Frequent flyers in the building. Salute to you, my guy. We got a new guy in the building. We got Tsun Dazuka Makamu. We want to welcome Tsun to the Hardcore Hangout. We just a bunch of hardcore degenerates that get together and talk about this beautiful sport we love called boxing. Tsun Duka. Please forgive me if I said it incorrectly. We got only one rule around here, though. No hitting below the belt. That means we don't talk about nobody's mom up in here. Other than that, everything else is fair game. We want to welcome Tsun Duka to the Hardcore Hangout. Y'all make sure y'all give him a good hardcore welcome. His first chatterman is Haney is about to vacate. I believe that. We got another guy in the building. We got Boxing Hacker in the building. We want to welcome Boxing Hacker to the Hardcore Hangout. We're just a bunch of hardcore degenerates that get together and talk about the look, I just blank for a minute. We only got one rule around here, no talking about somebody's mom. Other than that, everything else is fair game. We want to welcome Boxing Hacker to the Hardcore Hangout. Y'all make sure that y'all give him a good hardcore welcome for sure. Yeah, dig. What else we got going on this morning? Rapper Stone said, hardcore, real question. Do you think tank rehydration clause is cheating? Not at all. How could it be cheating? The IBF does it every time someone fights for the championship, and it's just the IBF belt is on there. They have a 10 pound rehydration. And if the person accepts it, how is it cheating? Even if they don't, it's not cheating. It's allowed. Definitely not cheating, my guy. Unless you feel, though, that the IBF be cheating. Because IBF does it every time. If there's a champion that fights for his, somebody fights for his belt, the champion and that person the next day can't have more than 10 pounds rehydration. Trey Skills in the building. What's up, Trey Skills? He said, if Devin gives up the belt, it's like throwing your leverage out the window. Amen. In a boom shagalaga to that. Mike Garner in the building. What's up, Mike Garner? Always a pleasure to see you, my guy. For sure. Ninjas really love Tank and just don't know how to show it. Our California Connect is in the building. Thomas Hill, hashtag JBT. What's up with you, my guy? But yeah, man, it doesn't seem like Devin says that he's about to take a break. Even Eddie Hearns didn't even put in for the purse bid. He really didn't feel though it was a fight to make money off of. You dig? So he didn't even bet. So yeah, Bob Arum never wins a purse bid because he always puts in the cheapest amount. But being as though he was the only one bidding this time, he won. Bob probably mad that he didn't put in for $1 million. For sure. Mike Garner says, not just the champion in the IBF. I believe anyone that is ranked in the IBF has the 10 pound rehydration clause. I don't know. I have to look that up. I just thought it was for when you're the champ, but it could be possible. I'll check it out today and find out, or if somebody can look it up, go on the IBF website to find out. Ace Boogie in the building. What's up, Ace? Always good to see you. Definitely always good to see you. Yes, indeedy. Okay, it's 8:34, y'all. Let's find out what's happening in the world of boxing. Then we're gonna put the free smoke line on. We're gonna talk about this situation because it seems like people all have their own opinions, and I love opinions, man. I love opinions. So let's find out what's happening in the world of boxing today, and then we're gonna move on from there. Let's see. Let's go here first. Haney hints at welterweight move after Barrios upgrades to full WBC champion. Okay. All righty. Bill Haney demands justice before rematch negotiations with Ryan Garcia. Okay. Munguia versus Bezinian in the works for September the 21st. Mario Barrios is upgraded to full WBC 147-pound champion. That looked like that boots and Mario Barrios is getting close. Eddie Hearn snubs Haney. Martin Purse bid. Top Rank steps in. Ryan Garcia PED test ruling in New York. Commission will decide this week. Keyshawn Davis demands fight against Tank Davis, citing disrespect. Floyd Mayweather announces exhibition rematch against the grandson of John Gotti. Top Rank wins purse bid for Haney versus Martin. A Cinderella story in reverse. David Benavidez seeks to remain mandatory for Canelo 168-pound title despite 175-pound victory. All righty, let's look in one more place, y'all, before we move further. Wow, they got the same title we got. Top Rank wins purse bid for Devin Haney defense, but will he accept the fight? Let me find out they peeking in on mine. Stevenson is the new Lomachenko. None of the big names want to fight him, says Malignaggi. Richard Riaporhi eyes move up to heavyweight. Andres Cortez admits that Abraham Nova is his most formidable rival yet. New champion Leon Paro dedicates victory to his departed friend. Unbeaten Darius Fulcom explains why he's ready for the step up against Ronald Ellis. The art of promotion. Tom Loffer shares his secrets about Gloverkin, Chocolito, the Klitschko's, and Brejas. Judah, Wolf, Kerry, Porter, Zoo, and more set to be inducted into the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. Sold. Tank Davis versus Lomachenko is the best possible lightweight fight. Teddy Atlas says David Benavidez was too much of a gentleman. Sabrina Matias says excuses are for losers. I'll beat Liam Paro in a rematch. There it is. There it is. That's what we have, man. Yes, indeedy. Make sure y'all govern yourselves accordingly. Make sure you govern yourselves accordingly. For sure, for sure, for sure. Give me 1 second. Y'all know I can't chew bubblegum and walk at the same time, but I try. Always try. Hold on. Alrighty. Bam. Shamalam. Alrighty. Okay. Sorry about that. Back together, ready. See what else was said in the chat while I was reading. I see Naeem the Dream is in here. What's up, Naeem the Dream? Good to see you. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Who else? Anybody else that came in the door since I was William Old School said all of the weight divisions besides heavyweight should have a 10-pound rehydration clause. That would get rid of a lot of weight bullying, I tell you that much. That would get rid of a lot of weight bullying. For sure. It's definitely even the playing field. That's unfortunate. I hope Brother Devin keeps fighting. He should just forget about Ryan and move forward with his career. Yeah, I definitely feel though he's a talented fighter, man. I would never say that Devin is not talented. Devin is talented as hell. Everybody loses here and there. You know what I'm saying? It happens, man. Some of the greatest people in boxing have lost and came back to be even better. So it can happen for sure. All righty. Just Do Boxing is in the building. What's up, my little big homie? How you feeling today? The voice is in the building, y'all. Salute to Just Do Boxing. 147 seems like a better weight for Devin. I think he beats most people, with Boots being the biggest challenge. Tank got a 6-fight deal, so he says I wouldn't mind a Keyshawn fight at all. Keyshawn make enough noise, trust me. I can see him getting that work, without a doubt. Just got to make the right noise. Yeah, push the goddamn button. I hope says we got 40 something people in here. I hope we got 40 something appreciations, man. You did. I hope we get 40 something appreciations. That would be so appreciated. There go my guy Ryan Frazier in the building. What's up, Ryan Frazier at Boxing Talk up north? Had James Toney on my live yesterday. Awesome talk with the champ. Yeah, James Toney he's a real one, man. I finally got to meet him, man. I finally got to meet James Toney, and I let him know, man, I was looking forward to meeting him. For sure. Appreciate that, Just Do. Appreciate it. You know what they say, sun shines on the dog behind once in a while. You know what I mean? I just got a short that's bringing in a lot of subscribers, man. Nothing fabtabulous, you dig? Got a short that's up to 6 million now, which has brought in over 19,000 subscribers, one short. So it's definitely moving us moving us. You did, but anybody can do it. It's like lottery, man. One of your shorts take off, you'll get a lot of subscribers. Yes, indeed. I don't stake no big claim in it. But I definitely appreciate that, dude, for sure. Just do, without a doubt, man. And I commend you for all the hard work you do, my brother, for sure. Day in and day out, always. Being in boxing news, say Shakur got Tank fans spooked. Man, I never knew that being in boxing news was such a comedian, man. You do what don't you do, man? What don't you do? I did not know you were a comedian too, being in boxing news. Oh my goodness. Oh snap, what happened? Sorry about that. Yeah, man, being in boxing news, man, the brother just too talented, y'all. Way too talented. Appreciate that, Jess. Appreciate it for sure. All right. William Old School said we got the first tropical system sitting off our coast, and the wind is howling. Okay. All right. Well, I tell y'all what. Let's. I didn't get a chance to play this yesterday, so I'm definitely going to play it right now. Give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second, Mundo. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Here we go. Bam. Let's get this started, y'all.
Hey there, folks. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we've got some thrilling news for all of you. We're launching a raffle where you can win a brand new 55-inch television just by making a payment of $10. Yes, you heard it right, just $10. Each entry must be made through Cash App with your name. The winner will be announced live at our GBT meet and greet on July 13th. The more entries you make, the higher your chances of taking home this outstanding flat-screen television. So, don't miss this incredible opportunity. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on this exciting contest. And remember, with each entry you make, you increase your chances of winning this amazing prize. Thanks for tuning in and good luck to all of you.
There you have it. There you have it, man. As y'all know, we're having a meet and greet uh, Boots weekend in Philadelphia, and we will be giving away a 50-inch flat screen television. Only thing to do to be part of the drawing is send $10 to the Cash App. You can send it to JBT Network One, or you can send it to me, either or, and we'll make sure that you will put in the raffle, man. I'm looking for one person today. I gotta have one person every day. I gotta get one person send in the $10 to be in the raffles, man. And who's going to be my one person today? I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm gonna, if somebody can put the JBT Network Cash App in the chat, that'd be great. I also will put my Cash App up. If you sending money to my Cash App and you want it for the raffle, just make sure you say raffle in the memo, so that way I won't miss it as it being support for the show. All righty, but I prefer you send it to JBT Network One though. JBT Network One, and put raffle. You did in your name or your YouTube name, so we'll make sure that it goes to. Hold on, we got a Cash App. Let me get that pulled up right now. Boxing Hacker, appreciate the 5-piece, my guy. Thank you very much. Come in bearing gifts, man. First time on the channel. He said rehydration clauses are dangerous. That's why most sanctioning bodies don't support it. they can potentially lead to increased deaths in the ring. I can agree with you on that, but I can also disagree as well. I feel though that it protects people as well, because if you're fighting in the respective weight class that you're supposed to, then we won't have these problems. But we got people that's the day of the fight going up two weight classes. They're weighing 20 and 25 pounds over, and let's say that the person that they're fighting really doesn't gain no more than 10 to 12 pounds, So I think that's pretty detrimental too, because you got an oversized guy now beating on a little guy. You got a middleweight fighting a lightweight. You dig? So I think that can also increase chances of unaliving somebody. So it goes both ways. I just wish everybody fought the weight class they supposed to. You did, yeah. I think you should. I don't think you should ever gain more than 15 pounds. But when you're talking 20 and 25 pounds, man, that's disrespectful, man. You dig? So I think if anything, the IBF is trying to protect people, and it'll make people like, what, fight your weight class, man. But we can go back and forth about that until the cows come in, man. But Boxing Hacker, I appreciate your opinion for sure, and I thank you for your super chat, man. I appreciate you without a doubt. One thing about in the hangout, we respect everybody's opinion. We don't respect disrespect, though. You dig? We don't tolerate disrespect, but we definitely respect everybody's opinion, and everybody's opinion is warranted here, for sure. All right, what else we got going on? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the free smoke line on. Let me stop the screen and let me reset it. Reset it, because I think as soon as I play that, what you call them, it automatically cuts off the solo layout. There we go. All right, y'all. I'm about to put the free smoke line on. You dig? 443-687-9806. Talk to me quick before I forget. One of the favorite parts of the show is when my people call in, man, and talk to me. I love it. I love it. I love it, because I love hearing your keen minds that'll be in here, man. You dig? And it's a few jokers too, man, that be having me crying, man. So there it is, y'all. 443-687-9806. I hope that the reset went. If not, if I don't hear you, then I mean, if the people can't hear you, I'm gonna have to totally reset it again. But yeah, 443-687-9806. We're talking about Devin Haney today, man. Devin Haney is talking about not fighting for the next 2 years, going on a little hiatus. I don't think that's good. I don't think that's good, even though he's young. You know what I mean? And he's not even near his prime, because prime is normally what, 28, 29 years old. What's Devin, 25 or 26? I sometimes, when they take those hiatuses off, man, they never come back the same. So I hope that's not what happens, man. I hope Devin continues on fighting, because I feel though that he's a very talented kid, and I feel though he has so much more to do in boxing, man. So I don't want him to take this setback, this loss, as a major setback, but make it as a big comeback, man. That's all I need to know, man. I don't want to. I want him to stay in the sport right now, man. You dig? And whatever the New York Commission comes up with this week, you know what I mean? That'll be what it is. I'm gonna be honest, man. I think majority of the boxing world are weight bullies. To be truthfully honest, 'cause it seems like nobody really fights their weight class. You only got a few chew and fruit that actually fight their weight class, and majority of the people, man, they're walking around 30 and 40 pounds over the actual weight that they fight, man. And it really, to be truthfully honest, man, I think it hurts them. While they're young, I don't think it's a big deal. But as they get older, it's hard to get that weight off like it was. You did, you know what I'm saying? So I think it gets more detrimental. There go my guy right there. My little bratty little brother's in the building. Remo! What's up, Remo? Good to see you, youngster. Always a pleasure, man. You know he's going to have a good perspective about this conversation we're having. We're talking about Devin Haney. We're talking about rehydration right now. We're talking about Devin Haney talking about they're not going to do any negotiations for any fights until this Ryan Garcia stuff. So they putting stipulations on the commissions right now. You know what I mean? So you know, and Bob Arum just won the purse bid. Bob Arum never wins purse bids. Mm. Shout out to my coffee crew. First call. Talk to me quick before I forget. It's your boy Hardcore. Who is this?
Hey, this is Boxing Hacker Hardcore.
How you doing today, sir?
Good, brother. Good. How about yourself?
Oh man, I'm loving life, enjoying life. Talking to a new caller, first time.
Awesome.
You have
Yeah, me
called.
too. First time to your channel.
Yeah, I
Me
know
too, man. This is
you.
my first time to your
Yeah,
channel.
I know you've been. This the first time in the chat, first time you called, and you sent the super chat, man.
Oh yeah,
You
definitely.
doing more than a lot of people that have been here for a year. I appreciate you, man. What you got for me,
Yeah.
man? I know you got something for me. What you got for me?
Oh yeah, definitely. So yeah, like I was saying before, like I know people always think that rehydration clauses are like the key or the cure all for like people being big for a weight class. The problem with rehydration clauses, even from the beginning, was that it's been speculated for a long time that it leads to like increased deaths in the ring. Like it's been like a thing that's been linked to that. And that's why you see most sanctioning bodies sort of like frown upon it. I still think like the IBF. I think the IBF still like does it, but most sanctioning bodies like look down on it because like they've seen the potential issues it has. And one thing that people think will happen is that well, if there's a rehydration clause, they'll make people fight closer to their weight class. And I've always made this argument that that's sort of inconclusive because think about this, right? Let's say I'm at let's say 140, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm big for the weight class, but I'm a unified champion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm unified. That means that the fights I make at 140 are gonna make me more money. If you put a rehydration clause, I'm not going to drop my belts and move up. No, I'm not going to do that. What I would do as a fighter is I'm going to stay at that weight class. I'm going to force to kill myself even more, put my body at risk even more, just to make a 10-pound weight limit, and then try to force myself to hydrate quickly. Because there's more of a incentive there for me. And if you look at fighters like let's take Errol Spence and Devin Haney for instance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Devin Haney said he always wants. Devin Haney was at 135 since he was 16 or 16, 17, right? He said he wanted to stay that way. He's been wanting to move up. But because the bigger fights were for him at 135, for instance, the Tank fight was at 135 for him, and the Lomachenko fight was at 135 for him, he said that he wanted to make those fights happen. And that's something that the Lomachenko fight was the fight that he pushed for a long time. And that even the last time he pushed for it and got it. And he stayed, even though that weight class was literally draining like his mind, soul, and body, like
Mm-hmm.
he stayed there to make that weight class, And I think that's what people are missing. Even when you look at with Errol Spence. Errol Spence wanted to be undisputed. Errol Spence was too big for 147 at the end of the day, right? But because that incentive was there,
Mm-hmm.
he still stayed there.
Mm-hmm.
And now, if you notice that after he lost to Bud Crawford, Now he's like, okay, I need to go to one. As soon as he lost the buzz, he moves to 154. If there was this real thing called like weight bullying, he will still be at 147. He'd be, oh, well, I'm still strong at 147, but there isn't. It's just that the incentive to stay there is big, and no matter if you put like a rehydration clause or not, the incentive is still there, and then fighters will still be big for the weight class because they have incentives to be there. So that's the point that people are missing about like rehydration clauses and stuff. They don't actually help the situation; they actually hurt the situation. You know. I really wanted to like
Let me ask you.
touch on.
Okay, let me ask you a
Yeah,
question.
go.
How do you feel about? Okay, let's say
Mm.
that I'm a middleweight, right?
Yep.
And the night of the fight, I'm weighing 190 pounds, right?
Okay.
But the
Okay.
guy that I'm fighting is weighing 175 pounds.
Okay.
Okay, so he gained what he gained, maybe 5 to 7 pounds more. Well, let's make it even fun. He comes in at 178, but you at 190, man. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Why is that fair? Why is that might be a problem too? Because they have weight classes for a reason.
Right.
What
So
is the reason they have weight classes?
right. So to segregate people by weight. But how? So okay. Let's take that for instance, right? If you're 190, right, and I'm at 170 the night of the fight, what do we both met at a scheduled weight the night before, right? We both met a scheduled weight. That means that it was easier for me to make the weight than it was easier for you. You had to drain yourself more. You probably have to dry yourself out. You have to do a lot of things to make the weight while I'm just moving up. So the person moving up is always easier for them to make the weight versus the person that's too big for the weight class. So that's where that division happens. People just look at it from the perspective of what happens at fight night. No, what really happens, what you really need to look at is how that person's hydrating. If I move, like for instance, if you look at Floyd Mayweather, right? He kept moving up, and Pacquiao, they kept moving up. The people that were fighting suffered more during the weigh-ins. So every time you see Floyd or Pacquiao in the ring, they always look fresh for that fight.
Know why?
You understand what I mean?
Know why?
Huh?
Know
Because they were
why?
moving up. They didn't have to cut so much weight.
Yeah, but they fought.
Versus
But
like,
hold on.
okay,
Were they not fighting their respective weight classes?
no, absolutely not. Floyd was a natural 130 pounder. Pacquiao was like a natural 126 pounder. They were not at the perspective. They kept moving up in weight.
Yeah,
Their perspective weight
Floyd.
was lower.
As Floyd got old as a man, Floyd moved up to the respective weight classes that his body said he need to be in. When Floyd was
No, no,
fighting,
no.
when Floyd fought
Good.
147, he never weighed in more than 152 the next day.
Yes, yes, that's what I'm saying. It was not his respective weight class because there were times Floyd would become under the weight limit as well. Remember that. So like what I'm saying, he was moving up in weight. His natural weight class was 135. That was his natural weight class.
Maybe when he
Floyd was
first
actually
started, but as you grow as a man, you're not going to still walk around 130 pounds, my brother. You
yeah,
grow as you go.
but your walk around weight is different than your fight weight, right?
Definitely,
So
you walk
yeah,
around,
so like
but you shouldn't have to drop 30 or 40 pounds to fight in a weight class.
exactly.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
so here's what I'm saying though, right? The person cutting that 30, 40, 50 pounds is a worse situation than the person moving
He
up in weight.
puts himself
A
in a
classic
worse
example,
situation. If he fight where
yeah,
he's supposed to fight, let me ask you a
a classic
question.
example,
If somebody
yeah,
weighs 175, walk around, right?
mm,
What
yeah,
respective weight class do you feel though he should fight in?
maybe 154,
154. So you're giving like 21 pounds.
yeah, 154, maybe yeah, 154, 160.
Why not
He can't
six?
be at
Why
160.
not 160? And that's 15 pounds right there.
He could, yeah, I could do that too. But that'll be either one would be because okay, walk around weight means that you're not training at all, right? When you start training, you start cutting weight, and then when you're actually about to have a fight, you actually cut more weight. So 15, 25, 20, 15, 20 pound difference is fine.
I
You know,
don't I don't
one
think
one one
anybody
before
should
might
if,
be
if you're going past 20 pounds in weight, you need to move to the next weight class.
No, I hear you on that, right? Here's the thing about, like, you have to look at it from both sides' perspective.
I
People only
am.
look at People only look at it from the side of, oh, he's gonna fight this way bigger guy. Okay, let's take Pacquiao versus De La Hoya, for instance, right? Pacquiao moved up in weight. De La Hoya was weight trained for that fight. If you remember, De La Hoya couldn't even come out after a few rounds.
Why
Pacquiao,
was he weight drained?
because he was too big for that division. So the bigger you are, the you're not the weight bully is not doesn't have the advantage. It's the person that has the easier weight cut and the better rehydration always has the advantage, and that's why.
I wouldn't argue with you on that. But what I will argue on is that guy,
Mhm.
the one that's had the harder cut, is because he's in the wrong division.
That's fair. I mean, that's a fair assertion, right? But like I said, it's still so it's based on incentives for a lot of fighters. Like I said, Earl Spence been wanting to leave 147. Devin Haney been wanting to leave 135. A lot of fighters don't. No fighter wants to be drained and rehydrate. Like, it's a terrible situation. Weight cut is a very drastic situation, and nobody wants to, like, naturally just do that. I know there's, like, this consensus, like, people want to be at the lowest possible weight that they can be, but people also want to be fully hydrated. So, like, there's that division. Like, that's why I'm not arguing the fact that some people are in the wrong weight division. Obviously, I think Devin Haney should fight at 147. Honestly speaking,
I agree too.
However, yeah, I think that would be a better weight class for him. Because I'm tired of seeing the brother being drained. I'm a big Devin Haney fan, but I'm tired of seeing him drained in fights. But my only argument against is that this whole thing about this rehydration clause being the cure all for that. I don't think so, because it's always been about incentives for these pro fighters. Like, the pro fighters are going to be in the division that gives them the most incentive. Whether it's like it's the easiest path for them to become champions. It's the easiest path for them to become undisputed, unified. Like, they're going to be in the weight class that's going to be in the most incentive. When you bring in a rehydration clause, all that's going to do is force me to make me stay dehydrated more.
Okay, but if
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
everybody fought their respective weight classes, man, we wouldn't have those problems, top heavy divisions and things of that nature. If everybody fought, you know what, 10 pounds, okay, let's take away
Mhm.
10 pounds. Let's say 15. I think 15 is respectable weight to gain back. 15 pounds, okay. All right,
Okay.
and that's good for both. Okay, either way. But when you're talking 20 and 25 pounds, man, at that point, man, you're punching on a little guy, man, for
But you're
sure.
also you're also you're also weight drained. And so the other problem with rehydration
You're
clauses
weight drained
is the
because you're in
body.
the wrong division, though.
Yeah, but that's a different argument.
No,
So
it's
the
the same
rehydration clause
argument. It's
and
the same
no,
argument.
the rehydration clause is that you want to constrain them from hydrating. So the problem with that is that you don't actually know what their body naturally hydrates to. Okay? Let's say you put a 15-pound rehydration clause, and my body naturally rehydrates to 18 pounds.
What that means? You need to go to the next division, my brother.
It's hard to say that because because the
You're
body.
talking
So
about
when
the
you
money. You're talking about the money, but yet, yeah,
no, okay, so look at it this
you're
way. Look at it
talking
this way.
about the money. Though, hold on. You're talking
Okay.
about the money. You're not talking to you now. Your argument in the beginning is saying that the rehydration clauses that actually enhances chances of somebody being unalived in the ring. But
Yes.
you, let's say that you rehydrate well and everything, and you come in at
Okay.
a good 25 pounds, and now you're
Okay.
punching on a guy that's in the weight division, and he only did 7 pounds or even 10. You know what I'm saying? You got more power over him at this point because you got more weight on him. Is there
Right.
is If that's the issue, we shouldn't even have weight classes. Everybody should be able to fight
It,
everybody there, my brother. What's
it's
the use of
it's a
having weight classes if you're going to change it at the day of the fight?
so it's an interesting argument, right? Like, I do agree with you. Like, people should be at weight classes that are closer to their actual body weight, right? I do agree with that. But like I said, the only problem is that the rehydration clauses don't guarantee that, and that's what people are not seeing. Like the rehydration clauses, like if there's incentive for somebody to be at a weight class, they're gonna stay there. For instance, let's take somebody like Tank Davis.
Your argument is that the only reason why they stay there is because of money, not health. You're arguing two different things right now. First, you're talking about the problem of the incentive, but yet we wouldn't have that problem if you just go to your respective weight class.
Yeah, and idealism and reality always kills idealism, right? Ideally, that is true, but in the reality of it, people have incentives to be at weight classes that they're in. Like I said,
because they want to have an advantage. They want to have an advantage.
But it's not the advantage you're expecting. You're thinking it's just like a weight advantage. Like I said, Devin Haney is a classic example of somebody who did drastic weight cuts and somehow was able to rehydrate the fight. He did drastic. When I say drastic, remember, Devin Haney, since childhood, since he was a teenager, from 17 to his age of 25, was at 135. No matter how big his body got, he stayed there. And everybody remembers at one point he couldn't even do like public weigh-ins.
Yeah, because he was looking like a Simpson character, man. But the whole thing, in a nutshell,
exactly. But
even when he went to 140, it was still hard for him to make the weight, man, because he was in the wrong. He was in the wrong weight class, my brother. That's all I'm saying. And you're right, and I agree with you. It causes chances of someone being unalive because you're in the wrong weight class. If you go to the prospective weight class that you're supposed to be in, maybe that'll cut down on the chances of you being out of here.
Okay. Let's look at it this way. Okay, I like what you're saying, right?
You can't like what I'm saying. You can't, because if you're still agreeing to arguing against it, man, you can't see what I'm saying, man. How can you not understand that if I fight where I'm supposed to, I will have a better chance of not passing away, my brother? I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. They're passing away because they're in the wrong weight class, man.
No. That's inconclusive. We don't have evidence.
They're not in the wrong weight class.
So there is a connection between a body being depleted and fighting versus somebody just being in the wrong weight class. Okay. So here's what I'll say like this.
Doesn't water come out your body? When you're dehydrating, right, to get down to this weight, right? So you're losing the water that's in your body, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
Well, you have water that surrounds your brain, my brother. Okay.
Correct.
And when you're dehydrating yourself like that, the chances of all the water getting back to your brain correctly is a 50-50 chance, and maybe even worse than that. So that means when you're taking punches to your head, bro, it's more chance of me hitting you in your head and touching that brain opposed to when you have water in your body. But if you're in the right weight class, then you don't have to worry about losing all that water because you're where you're supposed to be.
So like what you're saying this right now, agree to my point. The body needs to rehydrate naturally.
Yeah, and the only way that happens is if you're in the right weight class, my brother.
If you give it enough time. So here's the thing. Like I said,
you know what? I'm gonna give you 30 seconds. I'm gonna give you 30 seconds, and I'm gonna let somebody else call in as well, brother.
Okay,
I appreciate your argument totally. I don't agree with it, and I hope that you replay this and listen to it and listen to yourself and think about it. Okay, go ahead, get your 30 seconds, man. Go ahead.
So this is what I'm saying, right? The argument that people should fight closer to weight class makes sense. What my argument against is that rehydration clauses doesn't necessarily lead to that solution that you're looking for. That's my argument against. It's not that.
But why? Why?
Because people with incentive will stay at that weight class. Okay, let's take Tank Davis. Tank Davis is now a champion who's about to fight Lomachenko in November, right? Let's just say miraculously Tank gains like 20 pounds during his offseason, 25 pounds. Right? Are you gonna say he shouldn't fight at 135 anymore? Or do you think he's not going to? Of course he's going to. But now he just crossed that limit where you say he's too big for that weight class.
I agree. And if he's too big for the weight class, he should move to the next one.
Right. But I'm actually, like I said, idealism, reality always kills idealism. what's really going to happen.
Yeah,
If I'm Tank Davis and I know millions of dollars
you're
on the
talking about
line,
money, brother. I'm talking about life. You ain't gonna be able to
yeah,
spend
I'm not,
that money
yeah,
if you
but
ain't
you have to look at
around.
reality.
You're not gonna be
Yo,
able, but you're not gonna be able to spend that money if you're not alive.
you have to think about the reality of the situation
Okay.
versus the
Reality, you want to
idealism of
mess
it.
around and listen there, brother. It's been a pleasure. Look forward to
Yeah, you too,
talking to
brother.
you
Thank
again.
you for your time, man.
Oh
Yeah,
man, it
thanks
was
for
a
your
pleasure.
time.
You take it easy, my brother. Peace out.
You too, brother. Bye.
443-687-9806. Talk to me quick before I forget. Always a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure. Who we got? Talk to me quick before I forget. It's your boy Hardcore. Who is this?
Salute, OG. It's freaking flying.
What's up with you, my guy?
Ain't nothing, man. Same old stuff. I was listening to what you and Boxing Hacker were saying.
Yes, sir.
I kind of see. I understand both of y'all points.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think what he's saying that there's really no such thing as a weight bully.
Mm-hmm.
What he's saying is that the person that's having the harder weight cut, who has to lose all these pounds and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
you know, he's killing himself to make the weight.
Mm.
And then, you know, he's rehydrating. He's at a disadvantage, you know, to the person that made the weight comfortably, because that person, you know, that can drink water, you know, that person, you know, he's eating a little, you know, he's not killing himself to make the weight. And then the night of the fight, he's fresher. He's the fresher fighter.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
but why?
And,
but why?
People.
But why?
Because the other person, now this is your side of it. The other person, he has to cut too much weight, you know, and because he's a naturally bigger fighter that needs to be fighting in a higher weight class.
No.
But I see he needs to be the other guy I'm saying the other guy who's cutting weight,
you
know, the guy who's cutting the all of the weight, having a hard weight cut just to make the weight, draining himself. He needs to be fighting at a higher weight class.
Get out of
here.
You
know, he don't even belong in there.
He shouldn't even be there, huh?
Yeah, he shouldn't be fighting there. You know, the person that's killing himself to make draining himself to make the weight.
Okay.
You know, but he's saying that he don't necessarily think that putting a rehydration clause on the fight fixes it, because people are still going to take the fight. Like if it's against Tank or somebody like that, you know, it's a big money fight. That's life changing money. So they're going to take, you know, that, you know,
chance of unaliving themselves.
Yeah, chance of unaliving themselves. So he's saying it can create more of a problem, you know. And sadly, it seems like it's no real good solution. I understand the idea that if you put a rehydration clause across the board, you know, that it'll make fighters, you know, move to fight closer to their weight classes. But what if it don't? Then it can increase deaths, though. You know, it's like, I don't know. I really don't know the answer to that. You know, what can they really do effectively to
Let
get
me ask
fighters
you a question.
It should just be a rule that if you weigh.
What was the reason why they made weight classes?
I know that, OG.
I just want to hear what you say.
I'm about to say because a good big man beats a good little man most of the time, you know. So, you know, that weight makes a big difference. You got an advantage, you know. You got an advantage over the little guys. So, you know, everybody needs to fight somebody. It needs to be a level playing field, you know. Everybody needs to be fighting somebody close to, you know, to the same weight that they are. Right?
I believe they should fight. And my thing is, okay, you say that the reason why they stay around is because they want to get the big money fight. But yet, then they want the little guy to come up into when they go to another division, they want the little guy to come to them.
I mean, that's a different thing, you know. When that's why certain fighters fight at catch weights and stuff like that. You know, you come meet me halfway, stuff like that. You know. You know, that's why people
me
fight at
personally,
cartoon
if I'm a 175 fighter, I'm gonna fight my weight. You fight me at my weight or you don't fight me at my weight. I don't care either way. But if you're gonna risk your life to make some money, that's on you.
Yeah,
That's on
absolutely.
you. But the division is trying to help people out, man. The IBF, that's why they do that. They do that so people won't do that, man. That's all. You
Who
think they're doing it to just make sure people rehydrate just 10 pounds? No, they put that out there so people don't try to do that, man. They're trying to protect people in actuality.
But the
They're trying to
IBF only
protect
does
you.
that with their The IBF only does that with their champion though. OJ, somebody said that they do everybody in the ranking system, but that's not true. It's just the champion.
They do it in everybody in division. I didn't agree to that. I believe that it's only for the champion. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. When it comes to fights that are not championship fights, there can be agreed upon weight. Even though we're fighting at 140, it could be in the contract that we don't go past 144. You
Yeah,
know,
absolutely.
I done seen that too many times. All I'm saying is, man, if everybody fights the weight class they supposed to, I think that would help the all around, man. You know what I mean? And that's my opinion on it. But the reason
My last,
people don't is because of the money factor. I know
my last.
exactly what Boxing Hacker is saying. I know exactly what he's saying, but that doesn't make it right. What makes it right is everybody fights their respective weight class. And then we'll see who
I
is
agree with
really,
that.
then we'll see who's really the best of the best. Because now we got an even playing field. You see what I'm
I
saying?
agree with that, but this is my thing too, though, OG. I think it comes down to fighters' lifestyle as well.
Okay.
Because if you're when you're not in a fight, when you're not training, you're not in training for a fight,
Mm-hmm.
and you just let yourself go, and
That's on
you're
you.
yeah, exactly. So a fighter that is a gym rat who stays in the gym, even when they don't have a fight, they're training all the time. They never let themselves go. Their lifestyle is like a boxer should be, like Floyd Mayweather or Boots Ennis or somebody like that. Then it's never going to be a problem for them because they're always already in
So they
shape
should
and
get
they're going to fight at their weight
penalized.
class
So
comfortably.
they should get penalized because they're doing what they're supposed to.
No, I'm not saying penalize them. I'm saying that those are the guys who do it the way it's supposed to be done. All of these fighters, I think, should do that. And I think it both ways. I think I'm hoping that if they put a 15-pound rehydration clause or
Devin
15%
always
across the
trains.
board.
Devin always trains. Devin's a gym rat and everything. He does what he's
I don't.
supposed to, from
I
what
don't
I
know. I have
understand.
seen him. I have seen him like off. When he didn't have a fight. And he looked like, people calling him Debo Dev and stuff. He's looking big. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
because he's a growing kid, man. And so you
Or
see,
it
it
might
shows
have
you
been
exactly.
Photoshop too.
Okay. All right, whatever it is, man. The kid's a big kid, man. He's a big kid, and he's been fighting out of his weight. He's been fighting a weight class he shouldn't have been fighting there, and it shows. It
I think
shows.
Boxing Hacker was talking about that when because he stayed at 135 too long trying to wait for that Tank fight that never happened, and then by the time he go up to 140, he's too big for there too. He need to be fighting 147 exactly.
Right.
Yeah, I see that,
Well,
but
he
I
needs to go to
understand what
the
Boxing Hacker
division
was
he's
saying.
supposed to be in and make a star himself and be a draw and make that money and don't have to rely on getting the money out of Tank. You become that
Oh,
star. You become that star at 147, and everybody come to fight you. At everybody in your weight class will be wanting to fight you because you're the money guy. You see what I'm saying?
oh, hopefully Devin Haney does that, but everybody else too, because it's only a couple fighters that don't do that. All the fighters be doing that, man.
I can dig it, but that don't make it
Everybody
right.
needs
It
to
don't
move
make it
to closer
right.
to their
You're
fighting
supposed to
weight.
be a Spartan, man. Your only job is to work out, man, and fight. You know what I'm saying? So now, If you're living, you're drinking, you're smoking, you're doing everything you big and bad enough to do in between fights, and now it's time to fight, and now you got to drop 30 or 40 pounds. You know what I'm saying? You mad because somebody wants a rehydration clause because they don't want you to be just overly big and get the size advantage over on them. And they've been doing everything they supposed to. Where's the fairness at that?
No discipline, OG. They don't got no discipline, man. You know,
right,
that's what it is.
I
man.
agree with you on it. I agree with you. Listen, let's get to the next person. I always appreciate you, man. I'm glad you finally called in.
No, I called them before.
You called
when
them
I
before?
came in, and then D1
Oh
jumped
yeah.
at
You're
me.
right. You did. My fault.
Salute, OG.
Yeah, salute to you, brother. I always appreciate you being in here, my brother. You take it easy now. Frequent flyers, y'all. 443-687-9806, man. We probably can have this conversation until we're blue in the face. But I tell you what, we'll have some talk about it. I seen someone with a number 91 something, man. I think it was a New York number. It might have been Remo or somebody. But call in, man. Call in. Let's have some conversations, man. But what do y'all think? Do y'all think Devin's going to fight San Martin? Do y'all think he's going to fight him, Sando Martin? Or do y'all think he's going to take his ball and go home? I want to know. I want to know what y'all think, man. I want to know. My favorite guy is Earl Spence. Do I think he stayed in 147 too long? Hell yeah. I sure enough do. Calling in right now. Hold on. Talk to me quick before I forget. It's your boy Hardcore. Who is this?
Hola, senor.
Oh, Panama in the building, man. What up with you?
Senor Hardcore, I'm losing my brain cells this morning, my friend.
Good, you lose it? You sure it's not the cervezas?
I come back in the States, I'm like, I'm off of work today. Let me see what's going on in the hangout. There's some crazy talk going on there. Oh man!
You sure it's just all that alcohol you had, man? You just hearing stuff crazy, man.
No, y'all just made me want to go grab a bottle real quick. No chaser, no nothing. To the head, man.
Welcome back, youngster.
Yeah. I guess.
Well, let me hear your take, man. What you got going on, bro?
Listen, man, I've always been the one that's been saying, you know, these dudes are just too big now. And the fact that they squeezing out to these weight classes, they're giving themselves embedded excuses now. If they do happen to lose. Oh, you know, I was weight drained. If you was weight drained and you knew you was weight drained, go up to the next division. But the problem with these guys is the ones that are, quote unquote, draining themselves, they don't have enough on the back end that's going to get them success in the next division. So they play where they are, where they think is safe. But then they use these excuses. Oh, you know, I couldn't make the weight anymore. This, that, the other. No, I just don't have what it takes at the next division. It's hard to say that too. And when that happens, they're not a component of matchmaking as well in their favor. So they also got to figure out a whole lot in between other than not being able to make the weight itself. Like, say, for instance, Shakur could no longer make the weight. He had nothing left. There was not a drip of spit that he could spit in the cup. Nothing. He just decided, you know what, I'm not going to go forward with this division, and then I'm going to give up my belt on the scale. But we never seen him try to snatch his body back down to the division that he said he couldn't make no more. It was that division he just outgrew, like you said, as a growing young man.
Yeah, you're going to grow. You're gonna grow. You're
That's
not gonna stay. You're not gonna stay the same weight, and your body's gonna let you know. Oh, you want to play with me? Okay, let's play then. We can play.
And they also I think that people gave Devin a lot of credit for being a gym rat versus his versus him having to stay in the gym to sneak down his body to those certain weight classes.
Okay. I ain't heard
It's a,
that
it's a,
argument. I'm
it's a,
listening.
because for what you see now, after he started making the money, you know what I'm saying, you
Mm.
see him blow up to sizes that doesn't even look like that. And for him to have to get his body down to whatever size he has to get it down to
Mm-hmm.
over, I don't think he can have a 6 week camp anymore. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think that's enough for him in the
Mm.
way that he carries it. And then we also given him ceremonial weigh-ins and all. He kind of was the one that really started ushering that in, the
Mm.
ceremonial thing.
Mm.
Because we don't even know what you really look like and how bad you look on the scale. And the thing is, these kids, they're not carrying themselves like professional athletes, Shay.
Mm. Mm.
Even like this NBA Finals, they killed Luka Doncic because he doesn't have the body frame as a professional. He's walking around like he took a couple beers, but he just really skilled at basketball.
Mm.
Skills take you but so far, but when you see Tank at a weigh-in and he can do a backflip mid conversation, you knew you were in trouble. You know what I'm saying? And from the sources
Do you
that
think
we
Frank
get on the,
Martin? Do you think Frank Martin could have did a backflip? How about a tumble?
I
You think Frank could have tumbled?
listen, he do like my kids on the head tumble,
Right.
the fake one, yeah, like that, the infant tumble. You know what? I don't even think he could have did that without getting dizzy, Jay. And you know the
I don't even
sources.
think he'd have got
I don't facts.
up.
I don't want to disclose the sources, but the sources said that was even ceremonial. So if he looked like
Wow.
that on a
Wow.
ceremonial,
Wow.
imagine what he really looked like leading up to, you know what I'm saying, that fight. So it's like, you know, he's as muscular as he was coming into the fight, you know, weeks ahead.
Mm-hmm.
We don't get the same visual because these guys are not near their weight class. Let me give you an example. I just seen an interview with Ryo, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I feel great and I feel strong. And it's only a couple pounds more, but he loves the feeling of it because he doesn't have to drain himself down to uncomfortable weight. He said, I'm
Facts.
doing the same thing that I've always done in training camp.
Mm-hmm.
I just get to eat a little bit more.
More
There's
food, more
nothing wrong with that.
energy. More food, more energy.
Exactly.
Better workouts.
The more,
Better workouts.
listen, the body is like a tree.
Mm.
What you put into it is what you get out of it. That's it.
Like a bank account.
If there's nothing, not mine's a shot after that. But as you go along and you evolve in the sport, you can't keep continuously 10 years down the line saying I'm at the same weight division if that's not really a natural weight. You're harming your body and you're giving yourself opportunities to take L's where you really don't have to. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. But for the love of money, you know.
For the love of money.
And a lot of guys, they actually started doing the weight bullying thing because they felt they were having a better advantage. That's how it started. They felt though they were having a better advantage this way. I got a super chat I missed, man, and I need to find who that guy was, man. So I want to make sure. I'm pretty much sure. I think MAW. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Yeah, man. They felt though they were having an advantage, man, but it got to the point where you know what? You know they don't know what they're doing, man, because you're messing with your anatomy. You know what I mean? And you're not a biologist or anything like that, so you really know the body or this, that, and what really takes the body to homeostasis to get it to the correct point of where it's supposed to be. But let me read this. MAW, appreciate the 5-piece, my guy. He said, I respectfully disagree with caller. The sanctioning body job is to try maintain even playing fields. They don't force no fighter to cut weight. Shake my head. Wow. Even playing field. Even playing field.
I totally agree with that. I think the sanctioning body is trying to keep the integrity of the division
Mm-hmm.
intact.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the reason for, rehydration or certain limits, and whether it be a certain percentage or weight or whatever it might be,
Mm-hmm.
pound wise. But I just think that these guys, like I did agree with who was the guy, boxing hacker.
Boxing hacker. Uh-huh.
I think that they do sacrifice themselves in certain time frames to quote unquote chase the money.
Mm-hmm.
They follow the money divisions, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now that you put yourself at a disadvantage and you lose, you're no longer in the conversation in this era. That's why it makes no sense. It's not like the era past where everybody was fighting each other. Zab and Coda and all of these dudes mixed it up over here. Then you had Brawner and all these other guys in the next the next group of crop of talent, all fighting each other. Sean Porter, all these other guys acting around that division, all getting it in, getting paid. But today's time, you lose, they want to put you on the back burner. So you're rolling the dice. You know what I'm saying? So now Haney, for example, not Haney Coke, I ain't coming for y'all. But Haney, for example, he played the division to his advantage so he could get his bread up. Or he was attempting to, because the numbers were supposed to follow and all this other stuff. It never really worked in his favor. Now they want to offer him 2.5 or whatever the case might be to split now.
Mm-hmm.
Him taking a loss, playing with weight, did not work in his favor, Jay.
Shoots and ladders. Yeah. Now he got to stop back from the beginning. And, his negotiations of fighting Tank now is slim to none.
But it should have always been slim to none. One, the weight never really added up. Like, it did not match. There was no point where they were saying, he couldn't sacrifice going back to 35. Like, his body couldn't. And Tank literally says, I'm fighting here. This is where I'm holding my flag. I'm at 35.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they can't be upset that he's saying, if I want to be a career 35er, I'm taking care of my body, and I know that he's moving like a professional athlete. To come in the next day, almost at the same day, the day before weigh-in, what that say? The man is focused. Yeah. All of them Haneys and Shakurs and all these guys, great fighters. What Floyd said, hell of a fighters, but they should have got Tank before Tank knew who Tank was. Now they know. Now that he knows who he is, and like the rise of them say he's him. Now that he's him,
and he knows he's him.
Yeah, it gets scary.
And he treats it like a bit. I was talking to Brother Umar, and he was like, Tank treated like a businessman. He knows in between fights he needs to keep his weight down. He not playing with none of that no more. He ain't playing with none of that no more, man. We ain't seeing all these runs to 7-Eleven buying a bunch of candy or none of that. 5 o'clock in the morning, he out running 2 days before the fight. He doing all these different things that we weren't seeing before, man. So
I'm gonna give you one better, Jay, before I even get off the line.
What's that?
When the last time you seen him in the fat guy suit, head top and bottom?
Nah.
You don't see it no more. Box Raw, you don't even see that on the young man no more.
Nah, because he's being a Spartan, man. And he realized, man, they're gonna pay me all this damn money. I want to keep making all this damn money. So for me to do that, I got to do the necessary things that's going to make sure that I have a better chance to continue on making this money. You know what I mean? Because because he can lose just like any other man. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say Tank can't lose. Any man can lose. I done seen the greatest in the world lose, man. So I can't say that
everybody has a time,
right? But he's doing the necessary things to try to prevent it as long as it can. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep. And the more he keeps his body in shape, gives more time for those mad scientists out there to work on a game plan rather than losing weight. And that's the problem that these guys gonna face, man. But I got a show coming up to the few, man. What about
Oh
phone, man?
yeah, okay. I'm gonna get off your phone, man, because you what do you do anyway? What's the name of your show, man?
Let's talk fashion, man. 10
What,
a.m.
what time? 10
Season
a.m.
2. 10
Season
a.m. Eastern
two.
Standard Time. Season 2.
Wow, that's
Season
in
premiere.
22 minutes from now, huh?
Yeah, meet me there. Meet me there. Beat me there, matter of fact. And I'll be there,
All
man.
right, all
Love
right.
y'all.
Take it easy,
Yo,
Shaw.
yo, yo, Jay.
I'm gonna
Yo,
get
Jay,
off.
I'm out,
I'm
man.
gonna get off your phone, y'all.
Appreciate it.
Later.
Later.
Boxing Hacker with another 5-piece. I appreciate you, my guy. He said, if weight bullying is a thing, why isn't anyone talking about Durant being a weight bully? Durant was cutting over 30 pounds. Where was that term back then? I'm pretty much sure they was calling something. But another thing, Durant was another one of them cats, man, that did not respect the sport. Yeah, Durant was great. But in between fights, Durant was doing everything he was big and bad enough to do, man. You dig? And when he fought that second fight against Ray, man, he had came off a huge weight disparity, man. So he's definitely a candidate for what we're talking about right now. But in actuality, he was a small guy, man. But he just had terrible discipline problems. Let me get this call. Talk to me quick before I forget. It's your boy Hardcore. Who is this?
You know who this is.
Uh-oh.
I'm about to go off in the chat, bro.
The Raging Cajun is in the building. Other half of Angry White Men. What's going on, my brother? William Old School.
What the hell is wrong with this dude? Well, I'm about to pull my hair out and scream it to. I want him Friday. Show up, Boxing Hacker. I want you in my live stream Friday, buddy. I'm going to cook you. I'm going to cook you like gumbo, turkey in the oven. You name it, show up.
Tell him what time.
I don't know. Me and D1 ain't set a time yet.
Y'all need to get a time.
It ain't going to be no 6 o'clock, though, when I'm coming in the door. That's for damn sure. Not like last week.
Well, he said he will definitely be there. You can cook me.
I am going to fry this dude.
All righty, man. Yes,
man, look. The reason why the old school fighters didn't go through all of this shit is because of the same-day weigh-ins. They were forced to fight at their natural weight. Some guys, like Durant, did try and shrink down. That's why they discontinued with the same-day weigh-ins, because people were actually getting hurt because of because they were trying to shrink down and beat up on little guys. We need 10-pound rehydration clauses. At the most, a 12-pound rehydration clause. Haney walks in on, Loma at 165. Oh, no, that was Regis at 165. What did Regis weigh? 150? 152? Something like that?
I can't remember.
So in other words, Regis is fighting 15 pounds uphill. What the hell's fair about that? No, man. Same-day weigh-ins or 10 to 12-pound rehydration clauses from now on, except for heavyweight. That's the only way to fix this problem. Then there's no more weight bullies. Then there's no more. And no, it's not just a term somebody made up, Boxing Hacker. You want to see the definition of weight bully? Go look at Devin Haney. And I'll say that from a goddamn rooftop. That's all I wanted to say, Jay. I want to make sure he shows up because I'm going to cook his turkey ass.
All righty. But that is, you gave him his invitation. He said he accept. So now y'all just got to figure out what time. All right?
Peace out, Jay.
Peace out, my brother. D1, Fridays at 8 p.m. is the Friday night hangout, brother. That's my time. That's my time, brother. 8 o'clock is Friday night hangout. Been that time for the longest time. Friday night hangout is at 8 p.m. Eastern time on Friday nights. BBO Boxer says weight bully is a made-up term. Somebody that weighs 400 pounds would say that, wouldn't he? Talk to me quick before I forget. It's your boy Hardcore. Who is this?
Man, I'm gonna have to talk to you slow so they can know, bro. Like I don't know why these people, man. They know, they agree to what you say because they know it's true. But just to vindicate their favorite fighter for the tactics that they use, they're gonna go and spew some stuff, man. I mean, it makes absolutely no sense for you to make a 140 fight and get in the ring at 170 pounds. It don't make sense for you to take your body all the way down like that. Nobody's making up rules. There are two sanctioning bodies that has the rule in place. And they have it in place because if you go back in the days when people was fighting all the time, the most they would even begin to hydrate up to was 12 pounds. They usually come in like 6 or 7 pounds heavier than what they weighed in. This stuff is new. This stuff wouldn't used to always go down. These people are looking for tactics and ways to gain advantages over other folks. And these clauses have been in here before these fighters was even born. So ain't nobody trying to target or isolate or, pinpoint particular fighters. Likewise, don't do the same thing with the rehydration clause and say certain fighters are cheating. Is it cheating? How can it be cheating when this has been a rule for the longest? How is that cheating? You know what I'm saying? Just like you said, if you don't want to put yourself in that kind of predicament where you could do yourself harm, fight at the weight that you're close to walking around at. Because ain't no way you should be dropping down 35 to 40 pounds to make a fight when you could easily make 15 pound drop.
Yeah, you drop it down 3 weight classes, man. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's absolutely crazy.
Asinine.
Exactly. And my man William Old School, man, show that Southern hospitality to your boy Boxing Hacker. He mean well, man. Like I say, it's these people really, really love Tank. They just got a misguided form of love. They don't know how to show it. So they go about showing in ways that look like hate. But it's really love, man. And I got mad love for Frequent. That's my guy. Boxing Hacker, man, I'm trying to warm up to you because you be spewing some nonsense, and
But he was respectful about it the whole time. So
he's very respectful.
So I appreciate that, man. You know what I mean? So
he's very respectful, no doubt about that, man. And he's entitled to it serious. But when you get him to admit 3 times in his argument, and he still try to spin it like, yo, they cheating, and it's just not fair for him. So he should just be able to get into the ring at whatever weight he want to fight, and the dude that fighting around the 140 range or the 135 range should just be like, oh well, that's just the way. That's just fair. I mean, if he can put that much, how do you put that much weight on in one night? That's all I want to know.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That lets you know how much water you lost. You lose 30 pounds of water?
That's dangerous.
That's dangerous.
That is absolutely dangerous.
Yes, indeed. I bet you're pissing Vaseline, man. Come on.
Man, I ain't never heard it like that before, but I like that.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. When you ain't got no fluid, man, that stuff come out like glue, man. Come on.
Man. Yo, and that's why you need IVs and whatnot, man, to get it right back up in you. But anyway, man, great fights this weekend, man. Great matchups to be made. I'm liking the, like you said, like Remo said, shout out to my guy Remo. I know he about to come up. Everybody go over to Let's Talk Fashion and support the homie. He does fantastic work.
Yes, he does.
Tank is understanding fully who he is and what's his purpose. And they always said a focused tank is a dangerous tank.
Amen.
And he got things focused. Yeah, man, he got things focused and lined up. So we gonna get these fights, and we gonna see if Tank is really the overrated fighter that everybody claims him to be. And that's all I want to say. On that note, Jay Hardcore, always a pleasure, my guy.
Salute, my guy.
Much love to you and your family. Much love to the Hardcore Hangout.
Appreciate it.
And JBT, we networking.
And the boom sagger lager to that. Hey, D1, 10 o'clock people, that would be perfect on the Friday night, man. By then, all the other, because on Friday night, people want to hang out. So I'll be there at 10 o'clock. Fine, I already know who this is. Talk to me quick before I forget. Turn down your radio or TV or whatever.
What's going on, man?
What's up, Asiatic Black man? You got to turn down.
Hey, the original man, sent by God. Don't forget, you got to see the whole thing, man.
You got to turn your TV down, man. Man.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad. I was driving. I was just saying, the Asiatic Black man, the original man, sent by God. Got to see the whole thing.
I ain't gonna be able to do all that.
I love how y'all make rules for Tank. Oh my God! Now we gotta have rehydration clauses. Oh my goodness! If you can make the weight, you make the weight, man. I never heard Muhammad say nothing about he's too big. Never heard Sugar Ray Leonard say that. Never heard the Marvelous One say that. At the end of the day, you fight who we put in front of him. If you think you can beat him, put his butt in there.
That's why? Why? Because they had same day weigh-ins, my brother.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing with Devin Haney and them coming in at 165, that's egregious. I ain't talking about that, but I mean, I remember Danny Jacobs when he was fighting Triple G said, "Forget that IBF belt. It shouldn't be no next day weigh-in rehydration clause. I mean, I think they should be able to get as big as they want the next day.
Really?
I mean, it really don't matter. But I'm gonna ask you this, man. Were you disappointed in Gary Russell, man? Losing, man, because of inactivity? He should have beat that guy Pullo easy.
I wasn't disappointed, you know what I mean? Because I'm used to seeing stuff like that happen now. So nothing when it comes to boxing shocks me anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think that he will come back better, though. I think sometimes guys need that. You know what I'm saying? It breaks some guys, but then it makes some other guys hungrier. You know what I mean? And I think it's going to make him hungrier.
Yeah, I seen that video you did where you had Gary Russell Jr. and Devin was talking about, your brother was all right, but you're trash. I like that. I'll be honest, man. I like old Crooked Bill, man, and Devin, man. Devin, we talk trash under his breath, man. I like that because nothing coming from Bill ain't coming from his son too, man. So I ain't want nothing. I just want to say shout out to the Hangout, man. I appreciate you, man. I'm out of here, man.
I appreciate you, Biggie Smalls. You take it easy, man.
Oh, that's where that comes from. I don't know if you ever seen the movie. In the movie, he said, "Hey, Biggie, is your mom still cleaning them $10 houses?"
I know what it is. On yes, indeed.
That's what about what was that called? Let's Do It Again.
Let's Do It Again. They're talking about doing the remake of it now.
Oh no, they messed it up, man. That's one of the funniest. You probably can't say his name no more, Bill Cosby, but that's one of the funniest Bill Cosby movies ever. I think that's $4 billion that one too.
Well, yeah, it was Bill and Sidney Poitier, but the one of our guys, man, Pope of Pugilism, one of his buddies is trying to get the rights to redo it, and if they do, they say they're gonna put me in it.
Oh, that'd be good, man.
Yeah.
I love that. My favorite one of them old ones is the Mac. I don't know if you've ever seen that one.
Man, I done seen it more
times. I want to be your mother, your father.
I done seen them Mac more times than you've been living, brother.
Hey, what's that class gonna fuck out of here? Remember that Boomtown?
Boomtown.
But is that Fred Williamson or was that Jim Brown? Man, that was a crazy one, man.
I know.
I think it's called Boomtown or something like that.
I know the Mac by heart though. You dig? That's my movie. I love that movie.
All right, man. I'll talk to you soon, man.
All right, my brother. You take it easy, man. Keep doing the great work you're doing, my brother.
I appreciate you. Bye.
All righty. 443-687-9806. That was BBO Boxing, our very own Biggie Smalls. 400-pound shawty, if you will. Burning Desires are kicking in now, y'all. We gonna get out of here soon because Remo got his show kicking on at 10 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? And we never try to infringe on each other's time. You dig? Let's see who we got right here. Talk to me quick before I forget. It's your boy Hardcore. Who is this?
Top of the morning, man. Hey, Jay, you got bring in your calls, man. At this point, you starting to let anybody call. You letting anybody call in, man. You letting BBO call in, man. What's going on,
Come on, man. BBO is JBT, bruh. You know what I'm saying? If the family can't call, who can?
Listen. All family can't call family. They call distant cousins for a reason.
What you got going on?
What's going on, old champ? How you feeling this morning, man?
Both hands having fun right now on this chat line today, man. The free smoke line been jumping, man. It's so funny.
That's why I had to call in. I missed it yesterday. Everybody was fussing me out. Where you at? Well, I'm here now, goddammit.
Yes, indeedy, man. I got a question, man. Do you think Devin Haney gonna fight Sandor Martin, or you think he's gonna abandon that belt? What you think they gonna do, man?
I don't know. He ain't gonna fight no Sandor Martin.
Damn. You don't think he gonna fight him, huh?
No, I mean, I don't know. It's a possibility, but ain't no brand in that fight.
Yeah, because come on, Bob Arum won the purse bid. Bob don't never win a purse bid. But the reason why Bob won, because he was the only one that bidded on the fight, yo. Nobody else was interested in promoting it.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, for sure.
Because ain't no money in it. They know ain't no money in that fight.
But I thought Devin is the face of boxing.
Who?
Man, if you can say who, man, you know what I said.
Man, he the face of get knocked out by Ron Garcia. That's about it.
Man, Devin is the face of boxing, man. That's what they say. Bill Haney says it himself.
Yeah, well, man, I ain't going for it.
You ain't going for it? Wow, man, you being disrespectful, see? Man, how was your weekend in Vegas, man? Your week in Vegas, man. How was that for you, my brother? You was doing hell of a shit, man. You did good work. I can tell you that much.
Listen, man. First of all, I want to tell a hangout, man. I got to give credit. You know what I mean? Normally, I don't give credit. So the person I'm ready to give credit to better appreciate it while they get it. Man, Jay made some spaghetti, some fried potatoes and onions that was out of this world, man. I woke up yesterday morning thinking about them damn fried potatoes and onions. I told you that's my shit right there.
Don't forget the green peppers.
You know what I mean? With the turkey sauces, turkey bacon, good God Almighty.
We was eating good. We was eating good, weren't we?
Yeah, man. We had a good time. We had a good time out there in Vegas. Shout out to everybody that sent the cash app or
yes, thank
or whatever.
Lord.
For us to have a good trip out there. We had a good time, man. We came together, me, him, Josh, and Richie Baby. We had a good time out there.
Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. We had a good time, man. Yeah, we ate high on the hog, boy. We ate high on the hog. But I'm going to tell you, boy, that steak dinner I had too, boy. Woo, Lord. If I ain't do nothing that weekend, I ate good.
Yeah. That's definitely it. I had a good time and the fights was good, so you know what I mean?
we had a great time. Can't wait for the next one, man. The next execution. You know what I'm saying? See who's gonna get executed. Who's next on the chopping block? You dig? Yes, indeed.
They talking about Loma. What you think? You think it's gonna be Loma?
Yeah, I think it'll happen. I think Bob Arum will go ahead and because what else is for Loma to do? So Bob gonna get to every little bit. So he gonna make sure that happens, man. He ain't winning no purse bid though, because Bob ain't trying to pay for no fights, man.
I just want some more action, man. I just want some more action. Boxing going up and down, left and right. We getting some good fights. You know what I mean? We getting some good upsets. You know what I mean?
Yes, indeed. They do it in Vegas again, man. I want to get the same crib we had last time, Jack. So.
We got to move around, man. You got to,
we got to find something different. You're right.
You know what I mean?
We did that.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, you know what I mean? That one was nice. The one we had before that was nice too. We got to be moving around, man. We got to see some different shit, man.
Okay. Well, it's 9:59. Remo about to jump on at 10 o'clock. So do your last goodbyes, my brother. Tell your people.
Hey, man, shout out to the Hardcore Hangout, man. Shout out to the Rise Podcast. Shout out to the JBC family, man. Everybody that's rocking with us, supporting us, man. If y'all ain't joined in the raffle, make sure y'all joined in on the raffle, man. When you're on TV, we see y'all in July, man, for Poop and Jaleel Hackett.
And you know this, man. I appreciate you, boy.
All
right, there it is. 443-687-9806. That was the last phone call. That was All Access International Senior Cobb, y'all. He forgot to tell y'all about how I whipped his ass in billets, but that's another story. But yeah, man, we're gonna slide on over to Let's Talk Fashion now. We're gonna support our guy Remo on Let's Talk Fashion. Other than that, we see our guy Val Henderson and Shakur Stevenson. Val come in the building. Other than that, it's your boy J Hardcore Boxing News, and we out of here. Peace.